Hello, everybody on YouTube and NHL fans out there. This is Andrew Warren, back once again. I'm giving you my thoughts for the NHL All-Star Game and my thoughts of what surprises so far, and let's see what I think what's going to happen from that point on for them. But anyways, my thoughts of the All-Star Game. I mean, I have to be honest with you. I mean, I really enjoyed the All-Star Game this year. I don't really care what anyone says about it. I mean, I definitely think they improved it a little bit better on the NHL All-Star Game. Instead of one game, they have two games, which is, I like that. It's even cooler now. I mean, instead of the East versus West, which I definitely do miss that. And thank God they got rid of the two captains in the Stanley Cup Finals last year, and they drafted them. I didn't like that at all. And what I like about it now, they have the All-Star Division. The division stars, like the Pacific All-Stars and Atlantic All-Stars and the Metropolitan All-Stars and the Central All-Stars, which I really like that. I think that's definitely improved on that. I think my case on the All-Star Game, though, to make it even better, I think the winner of the tournament should get home ice advantage in the playoffs, and if that team in that division don't get it, is not making it in the Stanley Cup Finals, they take it in the number 2 seed, whoever came in second place of the tournament, and whoever don't make it in that one, whoever take the takes the number 3 spot. I think that's how this shit goes, no matter what. But I doubt it. But I don't know if that's gonna happen, which I really like to see that. But I don't think it's going to happen. But you know how Gary Bettman, can't stand the guy either, so I think he should get the hell out of there. I think, no offense, not for nothing, I think we, the NHL fans, could do a better job than him. So, but my other point for the All-Star Game, though, I think they should put it, when the Winter Olympics come along again, I think they should put the NHL All-Star Game a couple weeks in advance for the Winter Games so they can beat it out, so they can try to do both. I mean, why not? It should be an interesting thing to do, so that's my point in that. But, but the winners and losers of the All-Star Game, though, the winner, John Scott, I have to be honest with you, I never knew who the hell this guy was until over the weekend. All I kept thinking was, who? Who the hell is this guy? And I started looking into a little. I guess he was an undrafted player. Came in 2006, I guess, so he was bouncing team to team from Canadian Hockey League and came out of the out of Europe or something. Then he got traded. He went to the Phoenix Coyotes, Arizona Coyotes, excuse me. Then he went to the Montreal Canadiens, which that's not good. And after his big game in the tournament, his helmet is going to be placed in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Congrats to him. He's my MVP. He's well deserved it. And he's definitely a true winner in that case. So he put up some good numbers. I think he got a couple of goals and some assists too in the second game. So, and that's my case scenario on that. The loser of that one, I would probably go with John Gibson from the Anaheim Ducks, the rookie goaltender. Which, don't get me wrong, John Gibson has been really impressing me so far this year. He really is. But, this All-Star Game, he never bothered to show up. He never did. He gave up, I think 6 goals. I think he got yanked out or something like that. I could have been seeing something else, but but yeah, he was really disappointed, and especially during the game, the skill games and stuff like that. Like the skill contests and stuff like that. I think he was really disappointed in that too. It was really disappointing for him to see it. John Gibson had a great season so far. He really is, but the All-Star Game, he never bothered to show off. So that's my loser for that in my take on that one. But the Ducks wouldn't be in the high 10 playoff chase right now if it wasn't for him. So you got to give him credit for that. So, but anyways, the surprise so far after during the first half of the first half of the season's over, the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Florida is number 1 for in the Atlantic. I think they're in the Atlantic, and number 2 is the Tampa Bay Lightning. The two Florida teams are the number 1 in the Atlantic. That's really surprised me all, except for Tampa Bay, especially Florida. Florida's been the one who surprised me the most, but I gotta give credit to Gerald Gallant. I mean, he's a really great coach. I think he should get Coach of the Year for the NHL. And then, congrats on making it this far in the NHL. Maybe he'll sneak up on my Bruins and the Montreal Canadiens and the Red Wings, and we'll see what happens from that point. But maybe he'll guys take the division, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, but I think overall, I think Florida is really a surprise team for the most part so far. So, in my point of view, I know I haven't made an NHL video in a long time, so I wanted to get that out of the way. But yeah, definitely that. And of course, you got the Washington Capitals in the Metropolitan Division, who was doing absolutely beating out the odds in the East. So I think he's got the most. They got the most points in the East Coast, I think. So out of all the Metropolitan in the Atlantic. So if you want to think of that, so. But all in all, I like that. I think it's a great. I think Washington's doing a really good job. Alex Ovechkin, sorry he couldn't make it to the All-Star game. Now for that, he got suspended because he got injured, which I think is stupid. So I don't know, but hey, but anyways, and speaking of suspensions, though, I know I heard a story about one guy in the Calgary Flames. I can't think of his name right now, but anyways. He got suspended for 20 games because he hit a referee, which it was an accident. Which, I don't know. I think 20 games was a little bit too much of pushing the edge, but I'll tell you this right now. If he was a Bruin, he probably would have got more than 20 games. I'll tell you that one right now. He probably would have gotten maybe 30, maybe 40 games because of the hit, but because it's the Bruins and they hate us. People in Canada hate us. But I don't hate Canada. I mean, I have no issues with anybody, so. But I'm still a Bruins fan. Sorry, I hate to say it, but anyways, that's my point of view on that suspension. So, yeah. But anyways, back to the divisions. Of course, the Kings and the Blackhawks. It's no surprise. The Kings top of the Pacific and the Blackhawks on top of the Central. We all expected this was coming for them, so. I can tell you right now, it's going to come down to these two in the Western Conference Finals. And, of course, that's going to probably be winner of that. We'll probably go on to be Stanley Cup champions again. So, but we'll see what happens in that case, when that time comes around. But, we're not there yet. I mean, not for nothing. I'm going to do, when the Stanley Cup playoffs come around, I might do a playoff prediction standpoint in that. So it should be interesting, just to keep my mind off of things. But, not to keep my mind busy, but, whatnot. But, I really do think that's going to happen. Of course, the Blackhawks and Kings in the Western Conference Finals. And, of course, I'm sick and tired of seeing those two in the Western Conference Finals. I want someone else different besides these two every once in a while. So, yeah. But for my Bruins right now, I think we can hold on to the wild card spot. I don't see us catching up with Florida. I think Florida's going to take the division away from us, and we're going to probably see what happens with there. But, I got to definitely give the Bruins a lot of credit for trying a lot harder this year, because all they needed to do was a general manager change with Mike Sweeney, and he approved things a lot different when Peter Chiarelli around this time of the year. So I really do think that's definitely a big improvement for them. So, at my point, I think that if the Bruins get in the playoffs, I think it would be really okay. So, I'm not going to be too shatty about it. So, if they get in the playoffs, that'd be great. But, if they don't get in the playoffs, I hate to break it to you, but I think Claude Julien's going to be done. I hate to say it. I know he won a Stanley Cup with us almost 5 years ago, but it's been 5 years. He never went back to a Stanley Cup final since 2013. Never really done much. He choked away in that playoff victory in 2014. And it's time to move on. If that's the case. But in my point, we'll see what happens with the Bruins. We'll see what they do from there. But, as the playoffs draw closer. But But this is my thoughts for the what about the All-Star game and my suspension from the Calgary Flames, and yeah, in my thoughts of the All-Star game. So there you go. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna do more NHL videos coming up soon. Maybe do a little more after my Super Bowl video for my aftermath. But check out my other YouTube video. Yeah, YouTube videos. I do a lot, mostly NFL videos. So be sure to look at. If you guys like the NFL, check out my YouTube video. Check out my Facebook group I'm in, the NFL YouTube Prognosticator page. And please vote for me for my Geo Knows Award. I'm up for Video of the Year and for my Week 8 Halloween edition for Gulliver the Killer Clown. I would appreciate your vote. But anyways, that'll wrap up for my NHL video. And I'll be back with you for maybe another few months or so for that. Maybe I'll do and I'm going to do a video for my Super Bowl aftermath coming up next. So stay tuned for that after the Super Bowl. And until then have a good night, guys.